is good. Beer is good. It's soft. Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.
We are back. Liquid Measures, Season 2, Episode 2.2.
2.2.
We're moving right along.
See, he can remember it. This,
I can remember it now.
till we get up to the 30s.
Yeah, till we get up to I can't remember that hell. We get hit like 12, and I'll be saying, we're on Episode 8. I really...
Yeah, just every time, just look for the bubbles above his head. Dumb bastard can't remember shit.
Yeah,
so.
he'll let you know what we're really
Multiple
on.
concussions
Yeah.
factors in.
Yes.
It kind of does.
Yeah, too many scar tissue, too much beer, and you
Yeah.
can't remember anything.
It kind of does stuff to you.
Yes, it does. So,
Anyway, special guest tonight, still with us, Waylon Whiskey.
yes.
Glad to be here.
Yes.
Glad to be beer.
Glad to be beer.
We're loving beer.
We love it. That's why we're here, for the beer.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Anyway. Corsendonk. You got to love the name, man. Corsendonk.
It's like a donk, but coarser.
Exactly.
Corsendonk.
It's a donk, but coarser. This was given to me today by a fellow employee that I can't say where we work, but she comes up and says, "Here, put this on your show." I'm like, "Cool." She goes, "I went home and for lunch, found it in my wine cooler. It's been there about a year, so it's 7.5% alcohol.
About a year ago.
About a year ago. So
We don't know what it is now.
since it's been sitting in this bottle and the yeast, and it's a Belgian ale, it's an Abbey brown ale, and
So that means it's going to smell like dog ass.
yeah, it's probably gonna smell like dog ass. Dog ass it's a running joke.
Yeah.
Every brown ale we smelled besides Palo Santo Marron smells like dog ass.
Yeah.
And
This is year-old dog ass.
this is your old
So
dog
now we're going to be
ass.
sniffing your old dog ass.
So if it was aged, if it started at 7.5, it's probably mellowed out a lot and gained a little bit more
Yeah.
ABV. And all
Which
we
is
can
fine
do
with
Let's just go. Let's just go with
is
it.
just give her hell and see what it tastes like.
It's Belgian.
Oh, and it's bubbly.
It's very bubbly.
Look at that.
Does that mean it's being zombified? I'm not a beer.
Yeah, it's
It's like
Oh,
wow.
well, I'm going to do this the official way.
There we go.
Whoa. Anyway,
all right.
all right.
And it's
Now-
still going.
A Belgian ale, is that one you side pour or is that one you dump?
Either.
Yeah.
Either or. I'm going to pour this one pretty much straight down just to kind of, oh, look at that.
Does it affect the flavor when you do that? When you give it a big old head?
It does. It does.
So it affects the flavor when you get big head.
Yes,
It
it does.
always affects. We love big head.
We love big head.
We
That's-
love receiving big head.
Yes.
I don't know, just shit. Yeah. But it's very bubbly, and that may be because of the age. And go ahead, Waylon. I'm just
Yeah.
sitting here
All
looking
right.
at it
I'll
like a
pour it from the
dumbass.
side.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
But to be such a bubbly head, it's really sticking around. That's for sure. Even yours bubbled up.
Yeah, I went from the side, and it's
I've got to say that's probably due to the aging, and it looks like we've got some sediment settling to the bottom there as well, typical of a Belgian ale. That's those dead yeasticles.
Yes.
So I guess we'll have to sit and talk about this one for a moment while the yeast settles to the bottom, because we don't want to have the walking farts here in a minute, that's for sure. That'll kind of cause that.
now. It does have a lot of. It's doing the waterfall thing.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of digging that.
Yeah, especially from a non-nitrogenized beer.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you got to think, and see, here comes with the pouring, as you
Yeah.
were talking about earlier, a lot of, especially a lot of like wheat beers and real yeasty beers, there's a lot of controversy over how you're supposed to pour it and how you're supposed to drink it. A lot say, since it's the yeast and the wheat is all mixed in there, you just drink it straight out of the bottle. And you have a lot who'll say you have to pour it, leave just a little bit in there, swirl it
And then-
around to get everything collected in that
Then
last
pour
little
it
bit,
in.
and then dump it. So
Cold versus warm. Is there an issue there?
well, this even says on the bottle to serve at 45 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. It being a darker, normally your darker beers you're going to want to serve warmer.
Yeah.
It's just because it brings
Being
out
an
more
East
flavor.
Tennessee born and
Yeah.
bred guy,
Yeah.
beer is cold.
yeah,
Beer is good.
Beer is cold.
Yes.
and that's a
Tea
lot.
is cold.
Yeah, tea is always cold.
Coffee
Yes.
is hot.
Yes, exactly.
Stupid Starbucks flamers.
I agree 100%. It looks like the yeast has settled out. There's quite a bit of it too.
Yeah.
So that's really indicative of a true Belgian ale.
Oh yeah, I mean you can. I mean I can see at the bottom of the glass. Just it's
Kind of looks like the walls on Castle Grayskull.
Oh yes.
Just thinking, okay, is it time to drink?
it's time. Yeah, it smells pretty much like your old dog ass.
Ooh, it's sweet.
It's absolutely no carbonation whatsoever. I don't know if it's that from the age or from the.
That's probably from the age. When we poured it, it probably all came out in
Yeah.
carbonation. But it makes for a very smooth beer. It's just
When you guys first started saying dog ass, like, wow, it smells like dog ass, I was like, ah. Now
Now
I'm
you
like,
understand
it's like
what-
I've never
yeah.
really spent much time in a dog's ass,
yeah.
but
But
that's
that's what-
exactly what it would smell.
Yeah,
like.
that's
Yes,
what it would
exactly.
smell like. That's
But the taste is nothing like it. It's
Yeah.
sweeter than I would like.
because you know.
Yeah. When you make a comedian lose it, you know you're good there. So
But the taste of dog ass,
yes,
nothing
like
close.
it. Not even
Nothing
close.
close to the
Much
smell of
much
dog ass.
hoppier.
Yeah.
Dog ass is much hoppier.
Of course, you got to get down. You got to love your dog, man. Oh wait.
Wow, you could pour this shit over pancakes.
Yeah, it's very sweet,
Yeah, it's
which makes me want to try one that hasn't been sitting for a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was one of the years ago when they first started introducing they call them high gravity now. I always call them super beers in Knoxville. This was one of the first ones I tried, but I was like 19 at the time. So, many years later, of course, like I said, I remember not liking it, thinking it was like too strong,
Right,
almost.
right.
But of course, I was drinking it not a year old.
right.
Yeah.
I was like, this is extremely smooth.
and you were probably drinking it ice cold too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ice
And,
cold, popping the top, and just
And like a
Slamming it down.
19-year-old, I was like,
Yeah.
all right, that ain't bad.
Just like Waylon said, we didn't go into the nose on it because it's a brown ale, and I'm just not going to go there.
Yeah.
But the taste, it's very, very smooth, and it's got me wondering if this is due to its sitting and being aged for a year, or we're going to have to revisit this one. Right now,
Yeah.
it's way too sweet for me for a Belgian ale.
It is-
I mean,
it's
it's just
very
too
sweet.
sweet.
Well,
for
I
a
mean,
Belgian
even
ale.
right on there, it's like notes of raisins, black chocolate, yeasty, fruity, and I mean, it's like everything in there is sweet.
Well, if that's what
Yeah.
it says, then it's definitely sweet.
I
And all of that
actually
is there,
catch the raisins.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about the raisins.
I catch which is not something I'm used to in
Yeah.
beer, but like I said,
Yeah,
I'm
well,
I'm not very adventurous with beer.
We've had a lot of different beers. We even had one that was made with seaweed.
I almost picked up one of those today.
We had one.
Don't.
Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's like you would think. Why you're sitting there going, why the hell would they make
Why
beer
do
out
you
of
say
beer out of
seaweed?
that?
seaweed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But of course somebody would try it. We did, and it was not good.
The more I drank it, actually, the more I like it. At first, I was like, "This is way too damn sweet."
It could be food poisoning sitting in it.
It's a very good
Yeah.
possibility.
I mean, I'm really thinking it's too sweet for me on a beer.
Yeah,
know.
I would agree. And-
Because I like to really taste my beer and really feel it. And this, I don't feel like I'm drinking a beer.
Yeah, it's almost like a candy. Really.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
that
it's-
sweet.
Very much like drinking tea.
Yes, it's that sweet.
But that might be from it being a Indiana Jones beer.
Right.
Someone
yeah. Exactly.
found it
Exactly.
in the cavern somewhere.
Yeah, someone found it deep in the bowels of their wine cellar.
They found it and we drank it.
Uh-huh.
That's what we do.
Yeah, so that goes,
Wisdom.
Yeah,
With the way it sits for a year, I've got to put it right in the middle of the road for me. It's right at a 5. We may have to revisit this one later with a fresh one.
Yeah.
And see if it does any better. This may be one of those that you don't want to age. But we'll find out later. I'll do say we revisit it.
yeah. I
For
say
sure.
we definitely revisit it because I'm right with you on this one. I'm at a 5 on it because I don't know if the aging has done anything to it or not,
Right.
and made it sweeter or or just kind of mellowed it out way too much because it's
Well, that's kind of the thing. It's almost too mellow.
Yeah,
it really
is.
If I had to say, like, if that's the way it's supposed to taste, I'll give it a 3.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give it a judgment based on what it really is.
That makes sense. That
Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
it's that's why I'm going middle of the road. with
It's
it
like
because I'm not
flat
sure.
Coke.
Yeah.
It's like a flat Coke.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're-
you drink and you're just like, well, but you're still drinking it.
We're definitely going to revisit this one though, because it's just got me curious enough to want to know.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got on this one, guys.
That's good. That's
I'm
good for me.
Don.
I'm Jason.
I'm Waylon.
If you don't like it,
It's not our fault.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and